A beautiful Monday morning po sa ating lahat. Good morning Davao Region, maayong buntag Davao del Norte. I am Carl Ibarrientos and I am your host for this 5-day virtual event, the Division Training of Trainers on Learning Management System. Kumusta po kayong lahat? I hope everyone is comfortable po kung nasaan man po tayo ngayon, mapatim bahay man o mapatim paaralan o kung nasaan man po kayo ngayon. I hope we are all safe in our situations or in our stations, and make sure to bring your own bottle of water and some snacks with you po. At ang pinaka-importante po sa lahat, siguraduhin po natin na maayos ang ating internet connection upang hindi tayo magka-problema in the course of our training. Today, we are joined by all our selected teacher participants from the different districts of DepEd Division of Davao del Norte, and also with us are our distinguished DepEd officials and our guest. And for the information po of everyone, we have a registration for this training, and the registration link is now flashed on your screen. Andyan po ang ating link at meron din po tayong QR code. You can scan the QR code using your phone and it will lead you directly to our registration link. This registration link was also sent out po in advance, pero para po sa mga hindi pa nakaka-accomplish ng ating registration form, you can access it in the link and in the QR code that is now flashed on your screen. Also, heads up lamang po sa lahat ng ating mga participants. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Our technical working group for this 5 days training will closely monitor our attendance. We will have a single link for the entire 5 days of training. Uulitin ko po, single link for the entire 5 days of training. Ibig sabihin, iisa lamang po ang link natin, link for our attendance hanggang July 24. Ngunit hindi po ibig sabihin na isang beses lang tayo mag-a-attendance. You have to record your attendance for every morning session and for every afternoon session. Ibig pong sabihin nun, iba ang attendance sa umaga, iba din po ang attendance sa hapon. But the attendance link will be the same. Can we now show po the attendance link to our participants? Our attendance link. So, shortly po, we will be flashing to your screen our attendance link. Attendance link natin para po ma-record namin ang inyong presence, in our 5 days training. Ayan. Ayan na po ang ating attendance link. It is now on your screen. Ngunit paalala lamang po sa lahat ng ating mga participants, ang attendance link na po iyan, ang naka-flash po sa inyong screen, is still closed as of the moment, and it will be open in the middle of our morning session. Again po, the link for our attendance for the morning session is still closed as of the moment, but it will be open later in our program in the morning session. So siguraduhin po ninyo nakasama namin kayo sa buong umaga upang hindi ninyo ma-miss ang ating attendance. Ayun. Now, moving on po, like the usual physical seminar and other physical trainings, ang ating training ngayon ay meron din pong pre-test. Tama po ang narinig ninyo, meron po tayong pagsusulit. And you have to accomplish our pre-test before 11 a.m. today. Hanggang alas 11 lamang po ng umaga, ma-access ang ating link for the pre-test. And the link is now on your screen. Meron din pong QR code. So, screenshot nyo na po. Pwede nyo rin pong picturean upang hindi niyo makalimutan ang link for our pre-test. Pwede nyo pong i-perfect ang ating pre-test. Pwede po. So again, hanggang 11 a.m. lang po ang ating pre-test. And it is only 10 items. So kayang-kaya nyo po yung tapusin before 11 a.m. And wait, there's more. We also have prepared surprises po para sa ating mga selected participants. So para po sa mga sorpresang ito, you have to stay with us throughout the day because you might just become one of our lucky recipients of special prizes. And now, to begin our program this morning, let us pay homage to our motherland by singing the Philippine National Anthem and acknowledge the presence of Almighty God through an opening prayer, to be followed shortly by the Davao region and Davao del Norte hymn.
Davao Region, pinanggang yuta, may bukid apo nga labing taas. Haring agilan na sudmong langgam, waling-waling haras sa kamulakan. May ulawan, haring durian, lubiong saging, lugas damian, yutang gibahan sa Davaoenyo, makuging mga tao. Ang bilangko, mga probinsya, mga dakbayan nagkahiusa, may ituuhan nga Diyos, Davao de Oro, Davao Oriental, del Norte Occidental, del Sur, siyudad sa Davao, Panabutagong, Samal Island, Matiudigos, Davao Region, gipanalikdan, mga bahanding kinaiyahan, yutang tabunok, daghanang lindot, nga kapanginabuhian. Garbo sa tanan ng Davao Region, among yutang nagipanggan.
Davao del Norte, nalawigan namin sinisintang. Sagana sa mga kalikasan, magagandang kabukiran. Pagsasaka negosyo pagpipira, ang aming pagkabuhayan. Mamamaya'y maligaya, sa dakilang nalawigan. Gobyernong pribado seryoso, nagkakaisa sa paglutas ng problema. mga tao'y laging nagtutulungan, namumudlan ang aming bayan. Kapayapaan ang aming lipunan, ang siyang hangarin ng lahat. Mamamaya'y maligaya sa dakilang lalawigan. Dahil sa biyaya ng magandang kalikasan, kami nagkakaisa na dumakila ang bansa. Nakas ng aming buhay sa bayan ay bibigay. Manatiling maglilingkod, magpahanggang sa libingan. Dahil sa biyaya ng magandang kalikasan, kami nagkakaisa na dumakila ang bansa. Lakas ng aming buhay sa bayan ay bibigay. Manatiling maglilingkod, Davao del Norte,
Once again, maayong buntag kanatong tanan and welcome to DepEd Davao del Norte's Division Training of Trainers on Learning Management System. So, kumusta po kayong lahat? Sana po ay maligaya tayo ngayong Lunes dahil we will be delving or diving into the training on the Learning Management System. Today, we are so delighted to have everyone's presence, kahit na po virtual presence lamang, in the first day of our 5 days training. And to formally present and to welcome everyone in attendance in our training today, allow me to welcome on screen our Chief of the Curriculum and Implementation Division of DepEd Davao del Norte. We have Dr. Edward C. Amugis. We will be welcoming on screen po our CID Chief, the one and only CID Chief of Davao del Norte, the energetic, the vigorous Dr. Edward Amugis. Dr. Edward Amugis will be giving us today the welcome address and the presentation of individuals who will be playing a very significant role in the success of our 5 days training. Yan po. Dr. Edward will be joining me on the screen shortly. So while waiting for Sir Edward to join me on screen, naka-flash po ulit sa inyong mga screen ang ating pre-test link. Baka nakalimutan nyo na o baka may bago lang pasok sa ating live stream. Our pre-test link po is now flashed to your screen. Again, to join me on screen to give his welcome address and to present the set of individuals who will be playing a very significant part in the success of this event, allow me to welcome again on screen our CID Chief, Dr. Edward C. Amugis. Good morning, Sir Edward.
Good morning, Carl. Good morning to everyone. To our Deputy Secretary, Madam Leonor Biones, to our Undersecretaries and Assistant Secretaries, particularly our Secretary in the Curriculum Implementation. We have Undersecretary Diosdado San Antonio. To our Regional Director, Dr. Evelyn Talvero, our Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Ines, Dr. Ines, so our CLMD Chief, Dr. Janet Veloso, to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. D. Selva, to our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romel Handayan, and of course to our education program supervisors, our district supervisors, our school heads, and of course to our teachers. A pleasant morning to everyone. So this week will be the schedule of our learning management system, and I'm very glad that with the efforts of our team in the CID and with the expertise of our technical working group, and I'm hopeful that this activity will be successful with the collaboration of each one of us. No? So I'm very thankful with our technical working group, headed by Mr. Paul Arsolon, our IT officer, and Mr. Neil Eduard Diaz. So to the members of the TWG, I know kayo talaga ang bida ngayon dito, no? So thank you so much for the effort, no? So you have been spending time to work on this, no? Particularly Saturday, Sunday, kahapon, no? 11 last Saturday and Friday, Sunday. So you were here just to make some technical arrangement on how to run this smoothly. No, thank you so much for this very wonderful opportunity for our teachers to be able to know about learning management system. Now in the new normal classroom, no, so aside from the modules that we will be giving to our learners, because some of our students in this division, so they preferred for a modular teaching. So aside from this, so we also have this online, no, and this learning management system, this can help our learners, no, supplementary materials for them, because in the learning management system, all the materials being made by our teachers has been deposited in the system. And we are thankful with the initiative of our region, no, our CLMD chief, Dr. Janet Veloso, for this very nice initiative. No, so we have a lot of modes, no, on how to continue with our learning, no, because on August 24 we will be opening our classes, and our DepEd officials, particularly in the central office, has really initiated, no, a lot of modalities in order to continue with our learning, because we don't want that education will stop, no. So despite of this COVID, no, this situation now, so our DepEd Central Office really ensure that our education will continue. Okay, so we are very grateful, and of course to our education program supervisors who really spend time in checking the modules or the worksheets made by our master teachers and our writers. So we are very thankful of our supervisors for having these extra efforts in the worksheets that is being mandated by our schools division superintendent. Now, today, this week, we learn a lot. No, we learn so many things. That is why I really invited all our participants to be here already, because as I look at our YouTube, we already have our CID YouTube channel. So all our activities will be presented here in our YouTube. No? So lahat ng activities ng CID, so dito natin makikita sa YouTube. No? Now, as regard to the activities, no, it doesn't mean that the academic activities will stop because of this. No, we will not stop that one. Still continue, no, because we already have our platform that we can continue with our activities using this YouTube channel. So I'm encouraging everyone to please, like our channel, and please keep updated, no. So keep updated with our channel, no? So you go with our channel, and we will also post some update, no. We will post some videos as we go with our task, not in the opening of classes. So ito na yung video natin yung sa lahat ng mga activities natin sa CID. Okay? So we are very grateful also with our USIC other secretary that's San Antonio, because when I give him a message in the repeat email, so he immediately reply, and supposedly today he will be joining with us, but since there was already a prior schedule of his activities, so he just give us his video message, no? And we are also very happy because our CLD chief will be joining today, so she will also give a message of our activity. Actually, this is the cascading, no? Cascading activity of the regional training of trainers. Now, we really in every school, no, all secondary schools, we will not require all the teachers to be joining today, no. Although it is possible for them to join because we have this YouTube channel, no. So there is no limit. However, we'll just follow the mandate of the region that after this division training of trainers, we should have our district training of trainers. So that is why we are not inviting all teachers to be joining today, because they also have their activity, no, simulation activity during the district cascading, no. So that is so I hope our teachers also understand. But there are also teachers who are watching right now, so they are not part of this of the attendance. However, this can also be an insight for them. They can get insight from here because our teachers are working from home. So I think they will just utilize their time of watching our activity today. But their official attendance will be during their district training of trainers. So I know our teachers really understand that one. And we're also thankful with our superintendent, who is very supportive on our effort. No, thank you, Ma'am D, for the guidance, no, as we prepare for this division training of trainers. Okay, so to all of you, so thank you so much. I hope that all of you after these 5 days, no, so we really cascade 5 days, no. So kung ano yung ilang araw yung ginawa ng region, so yun din ang gagawin natin. So 5 days, and there are videos from the RTOT that we copy, but there are also topics that we contextualize it, no, particularly on the LMS. On our bayani ng Davao del Norte will be giving the lecture about LMS, no. Okay, so now I will just continue na lang my part, no. I would like to present to you our participants for this activity, no. So our TWG will now flash the, okay, Carl. Okay, so just continue. I-continue ko na lang ito. Our Schools Division Superintendent, these are our DPID officials. Our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. D. Silva. Our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romel Handayan. Now, let's proceed now. And I am the CID Chief, and my counterpart, Dr. Lolita P. Andamon, our SGOD Chief. Now, our education program supervisors, so really work day and night, no, for in preparation of our learning modality, our learning delivery modality. We have Dr. Grace Santadaklan, our supervisor in Araling Palipunan, Dr. Midos Hala, our supervisor in mathematics, Dr. Alin Gilaran, supervisor in English, then Dr. Evelyn Grace Labasan, our supervisor in science. Okay, so another set of supervisors in our division. We have Miss Lourdes A. Navarro, our ALS Queen. Then our Queen in the multi-grade SPED and Filipino, Miss Marilyn Publico. Our supervisor in MAPE, Miss Lizelle Mokia. Our supervisor in Technology, Livelihood, Education, we have Mrs. Emeline P. Saladores. Our Supervisor in Edukasyon sa Pagpakatao and Kindergarten, Miss Gloria Subong. Our Supervisor in charge in the Learning Management System, a Learning Resource Management System, Mrs. Marilyn E. Sumikad. Our Supervisor in charge in SBM, Mr. Ramel M. Pilo. Okay, so we'll now proceed with our public schools district supervisors. Our supervisor in New Corelia, Mr. Bernardo F. Boyles. Okay, would like to recognize also our participants in the elementary, junior high school, senior high school, and our school heads and ICT experts. So that's under Mr. Bernardo F. Boyles. Okay? So another supervisor in Kapalong West District, Mrs. Sarah Kubar. So Mrs. Sarah Kubar is also in charge of the elementary teachers, junior high school, junior and senior high school, our school heads, and ICT experts. Okay, let's proceed to our next supervisor in charge in Talaengo District, Mr. Justiniano Cubar. We will also recognize our elementary teachers, junior, senior, school heads, and ICT experts of Talaengo District. Okay, so our supervisor in Santo Tomas East District, Dr. Divina de la Cueva. Okay, so together with her are the elementary, junior, senior, high school teachers, our school heads, and also our ICT experts. Okay, our supervisor in charge in Carmen District. I love Carmen, Noli T. Di Felipe. Together with him are the elementary teachers, junior and senior high school teachers, the school heads, and our ICT experts. Okay, our next supervisor in charge in Kapalong S District, Mr. Marlon Ebrado. Together with him are the elementary, junior, and senior high school teachers, school heads, and ICT experts. Let's proceed to our next district, Asuncion District, headed by Mr. Jose Melendres. Together with him are the elementary teachers, junior and senior high school teachers, school heads, and ICT experts. Next, let's proceed to the next district. In charge in Dohali District, Dr. Reynard B. Okay. Together with him are the elementary teachers, the junior and senior high school teachers, school heads, and ICT experts. And now let's proceed to our supervisor in charge in Santo Tomas West District, Mr. Clemente E. Timbal. Together with him are the elementary teachers, the junior, the senior high school teachers, school heads, and ICT experts. Next, let's proceed to our section heads, no? Our section heads in the division of Davao del Norte. Our administrative officer for Mrs. Rosalina Junio. Our accountant, Mrs. Lourdes M. Quisada. Our HRMO, Mr. Rochelle Opiana. Our budget officer, Ms. Lilian R. Saison. Okay, so our HRD, Mrs. Gay Tagiran. Our records officer, Mr. Jason Humangit. Our medical officer, Dr. Earl Canastillo. And our supply officer, Mr. Aldrin Hivela. Sorry sa picture, hindi si Aldrin yan. Okay? So let's proceed to our next. Of course, our ITO, Mr. Paul Arsolon. Then our QATAME, Mr. Arnel Labasan and Mrs. Melanie Mandin. And our Legal Officer, Attorney Anthony Yap. Okay, so next, let's proceed to our Division Technical Working Groups. As I said, so ito yung mga bida sa ating webinar ngayon. No? So our TWG leaders, we have Engineer Paul Arcelon, and our Project Development Officer, Mr. Neil Edward Diaz. And the members of the TWG. For elementary, we have January Baogbog Tabal, Mr. Kent Perumingan, and Mr. Rolando Dordas. So that's for the elementary TWG. So let's proceed now to our TWG in the junior high school. We have Carl Ibarintos, our host. No? Then we have Mr. Jerwell Jake Maki and Mr. Ryan Puliran. Okay, so let's now proceed with our TWG of the senior high school. We have Leonard Mike Bancaflor, Mr. Joa Cementisa, and Mr. Oscar De La Torre Jr. So these are our Microsoft ambassadors. And our overall program host for today, for this week, we have Mr. Carl Ibarentos of Santo Tomas National High School. Our program host for the elementary, we have Dayan May Olmido Perumingan. And Mr. Julius Calicdan. So these are our program hosts for the elementary. Our program host for the junior high, we have Mr. Walter Willie Batusalim and Miss Giselle M. Litada. Okay? Now, our program host for the senior high, we have Mabel Marie Cotara and Mr. James Ruyo. Okay, so we have different program hosts because there are the third day, so we have our breakout session. Okay, so I think we are done. Are we done with the presentation now? Okay, back to you, Carl. Thank you so much. A pleasant morning.
Thank you, sir.
Mabuhay.
Thank you so much, Sir Edward. Daghang salamat, sir, for warmly welcoming our participants in our 5 days training on the LMS. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yan. So everyone, that was our CID Chief of the Division of Davao del Norte, Dr. Edward Amugis. And at this juncture, to give his message for all of us this morning, allow me to invite on screen a man full of substance and a very good leader and model to all of us here in DepEd Davnor, our very own Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romel Handayan. Dr. Romel, good morning po. Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. To our beloved DepEd Secretary, Secretary Yunor Magtoles Briones, to our Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction, USEC Gisdado Dads San Antonio, to our beloved Regional Director Evelyn Petalvero, together with her equally beautiful and intelligent Assistant Regional Director, ARD Maria Ines Asuncion, to our Chief of the Curriculum and Implementation Division in the Regional Office, Dr. Janet Veloso, to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. D. Silva, to our Chief of the Curriculum and Implementation Division, Dr. Edward Amogis, to all the education program supervisors, and to all the public schools district supervisors, to all the school heads, to all the participants to this 5-day division training of trainers for our learning management system on LMS. To all of us, good morning and have a good day to start our working week. In behalf of our superintendent, Dr. D, who is currently attending right now the session in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan in the province, wherein she's going to present our division learning continuity plan, at the same time present the different activities and lobby for the realignment of the CEF budget in order to help finance the implementation of our learning continuity plan for this coming school year 2020-2021. Yes, we are facing a great challenge ahead of us as we are going to open our school year 2020-21. We have this so-called new normal. There are a lot of preparations that we have in order that the challenges that we are seeing ahead will somehow be lightened up. And part of our learning continuity plan is to make sure that our teachers will be equipped, will be upskilled in doing their work. They will be prepared, they will be enhanced in their skills to make sure that though the period, the time is very challenging, but if they are equipped to face these challenges, then they might not be able to have a hard time of doing it. As what Chief Edward said, we are so much grateful with the central office and the regional office for having this LMS training to our teachers, because in a way this is very much helpful for them in preparing themselves, particularly in preparing the different modalities that they are going to give to our learners. So we hope that this 5-day division training of trainers will be of very help to our teachers, and this lucky teachers who are being selected to become our division trainers, who will cascade also later on to the district and to their respective schools. They will be equipped with this 5-day training, and they will be able to cascade this one to their co-teachers with flying colors, no? And so that our teachers really will be guided, no, on what they are really going to do when August 24 will open without the physical face-to-face interaction with our learners. So to our trainers, let us for of course, congratulations, for you have been chosen among the many. So the challenge for you now is to make sure that you will be able to go and deliver this one to your co-teachers very well. And to all of you trainers, we hope that you will be able to maximize this 5 days that will be given to you by our division trainers who also attended the regional training of trainers. They were already equipped there in the last 5 days. So hopefully, you will take this opportunity as a way of also developing yourselves and making this as an opportunity or a way for you to be of service to your co-teachers as well as the DepEd in general. So to all of us, let us just enjoy this whole 5 day duration. Let us take it very lightly, but take the substance of everything that will be given to you. No? Uh, dili na lang ta mo reklamong kapoy, because this is part of the job that we took, no, and we will just sabi nga, we are the foot soldiers, no, according to Yusik Malana. So let us take all these challenges ahead of time, and I know God will really give us enough strength and mental toughness in delivering all of this, and we will be able to survive uh, at the end of the school year. No? So with that, thank you so much to Doc Edward for facilitating this particular activity, and rest assured that SDSB and myself will just be with you throughout the 5 days, and anytime also in the day, Ma'am D will be coming in the training, and she will also deliver her own uh, message and mga reminders for all of us in the field. So with that, thank you so much, and God bless Davnor. God bless everyone. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Sir Romel. Daghang salamat, sir, for your message that together we can rise above the challenge of the new normal situation. So again, that was our very own Assistant Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Davao del Norte, Dr. Romel Handayan. And now, at this point, allow me to say po that we are more than lucky to have with us today very important guests from DepEd Central Office and from DepEd Region 11 Office. So without further ado po, hindi ko na patatagalin, ang live na live nating makakasama to give us her own message and to introduce our guest speaker for today. We have the Chief of Curriculum and Learning Management Division of DepEd Region 11, the bright and the vigorous Dr. Janet J. Veloso. Doc Jan, good morning po.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, good morning, everyone. My fellow Davao del Norte, because I'm from Davao del Norte, actually. I'm from Tagum City. So I am very happy today that Davao del Norte took the challenge or takes its initiative to really be on top in conducting what we call the division training of trainers. So first and foremost, I'd like to greet our top management of the division of Davao del Norte, particularly our schools division superintendent, Ma'am D. Selva, to our assistant schools division superintendent, Sir Romel Handayan, and of course to our CID Chief, Chief Edward C. Amogis, and to his counterpart also as Chief of the SGOD, Dr. or Engineer Lolita and Damon. And of course, the mighty team from CID. We have our education program supervisors, and so with our division staff and personnel, and so with our uh, school heads and public school district supervisors, and also the rest of the teacher participants and the TWG, our ICT experts, our assist from the division and the schools. Good morning to all of you. Actually, it gives me so much pleasure to extend a very warm congratulations to the division of Davao del Norte for taking the lead in the conduct of the DTOT for learning management system. I would like to also specifically express my gratitude to our highly esteemed CID group of Davao del Norte, because this is a big or daunting task, but it runs smoothly as you begin your training. This activity actually signals for the Department of Education that we are already in preparation for school year 2020-2021. As you observe the timeline per recommendation from the region as to the conduct of this DTOT. And as this training is envisioned to let every teacher be on board in the way we teach in the new normal, and that we envision that as we deliver the curriculum in all modalities, all of you will be able to grasp and also take off from our milks up to the how we are going to make it run in a virtual classroom, and also how this being done in other modalities. Now, why we put premium on this training of learning management system? In fact, maybe you have heard so much about the creation of the national or DepEd learning management system. This is an advantage on your part already, because you will be encountering the same interface, the same platform, the same processes, and much more, because the region will be providing you complete array of the lesson exemplars that you will be using, or probably be of help to you as you conduct, or as we set into motion all our preparation for the school year. Now, if we try to be particular of the countdown for the number of days for this, from today up to August 24, barely we have 44 days before the opening of classes. And that, whatever you learn today, starting today up to day 5, these are vital for us to make all our work a bit better and provide brighter and livelier experiences to our learners. Now, I expect not so much of the output, or shall we say, the inputs that that the facilitators will give to you, but so much so on the mechanisms that you will do, because as we provide to the TWG for this DTOT all the materials, but you have to continue to review, or probably replay, or probably do it on your own on an offline mode, particularly on the processes and on the how pertaining to the use or utilization of the learning management system. So I'm sure that the team of Chief Edward had prepared so much for this training, and so I'm banking of their caliber. Now, My task today is not only to give you the message for a short message for your training, but also to introduce a very important person for today that will give you an inspiration, or shall we say, inspire you starting today. So we have our special guest that holds particularly a Doctor of Philosophy degree in education from the University of Newcastle, Australia. And he has been tasked to coordinate the ongoing review of the K-12 curriculum and under the framework of Sulong Educalidad. And he also attempts to find ways of ensuring that every learner achieves authentic literacy. And he pushes transparency, ethics, and accountability in school governance. This DepEd official believes that a strong rewards and recognition is an effective way to encourage officials or teachers to aim for excellence. That's why he strengthens a strong research culture, particularly on meaningful innovation for learning. And that includes already all the initiatives of those schools, the best practices of those schools, and also he nurtures productive partnership with all education or with all stakeholders in the education sector. So, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, our guest today is no less than our Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction at the Department of Education, Honorable Diosdado M. San Antonio.
Good morning, fellow teachers and school leaders in Davao del Norte. I congratulate you and thank you for the privilege of being a part of the effort to make our fellow teachers and school officials more capable of delivering basic education services as we face the challenge of the so-called new normal because of COVID-19 pandemic. Secretary Liling Briones has been very articulate and clear with her instruction that we should not make our fellow teachers and fellow leaders for learning do things where they are not capable or duly capacitated. So I commend the team for really making sure that this requirement is accomplished and addressed so that when people are capable, they will not complain that they do not know how to deliver new things, especially learning how to implement a learning management system in the digital world for those learners who would have access to gadgets. Mabuhay po kayo. God bless.
That was our Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction of DepEd Central Office, USEC Honorable Diosdado San Antonio. And we would also like to thank the CLMD Chief of Region 11, Department of Education Region 11 Office, Dr. Janet J. Veloso. Maraming salamat po. Ngayon naman po, our dear participants, we will be flashing again the link for our pre-test. And reminder po sa inyong lahat, hanggang 11 a.m. lamang po ang ating pre-test link. So please, screenshot nyo na ang ating pre-test link na nasa inyong screen ngayon upang hindi ninyo makalimutan. Okay, ayan na. So again, the pre-test link is available on your screen right now. Sa mga naghahanap pa dyan ng cellphone at naghahanap pa kung nasaan ang button ng print screen sa inyong mga laptops, bilis-bilisan na po natin. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite back on screen the CID Chief of DepEd Davao del Norte, Dr. Edward C. Amugis, for another set of presentation of the following set of individuals who are going to play a very significant role in the success of this event. Doc Edward.
Okay, thank you so much again, Carl. So I'm back because I cannot afford to just skip this now because I want to ensure that our participants are already here. Now we are expecting more than 1,200 participants. And as I look at the screen, there are only 718. So I will take this responsibility to our school heads to really ensure that their participants are already here. Okay, so I would like to recognize our participants in the secondary, no? So kindly flash the presentation, Johnny. Okay, so for our secondary, we have Asuncion secondary schools, no? So in Asuncion secondary schools, we have Asuncion National High School. Kaway-kaway kayo dyan, nanonood ng sa ating mga sa taga Asuncion National High School, Sagayin National High School, Sunlo National High School, and we also have Rizal Integrated School. Okay, so in every high school, we have participants, no? So by subject area, then we also have the ICT expert. So we're expecting more than 600 participants from the secondary school, no? Now for Braulio Dohali Secondary Schools, we have Dohali National High School, Antonio Froto National High School, then we have Tanglao National High School, and we also have New Casa Integrated School. So yung mga schoolmates natin, these schools, no, I hope that you're able to monitor your teachers, your participants in this webinar. Then for Carmen district schools, secondary schools, we have Carmen National High School, we have Anibungan National High School, Alihal National High School, and also the extension Mangalkal. Then we have Mabuhay National High School, then Tubod National High School, then La Paz National High School, and we also have Tibulaw Integrated School. Okay, for Kapalong East District Secondary Schools, we have Kapalong National High School, Baltasar Nicor Valenzuela National High School, Benigno Martyr National High School, we have Segundo National High School, Mabantao National High School, Kapatagan Integrated School, Mambago Integrated School. We also have, there are a lot of integrated schools in Kapalong East, no? Now, for Kapalong West, we have Luna National High School, Simong National High School, then Doña Carmen National High School, then Sampao Integrated School. Okay? So, yung mga natawag kanina, thank you so much of your message doon sa YouTube natin, no? Okay? Then, for San Isidro, ito yung tinatawag kanina na district, no? Kasi wala silang district supervisor, but I am in charge of the district. So, I cannot afford of not calling this district, no? So, if Noli will say, I love Carmen, so I will say, I love San Isidro. Okay? We have Sawata National High School, Linaw National High School, Dato Balong National High School, Pinamono National High School, and Igangon Integrated School. Okay? So, yun, no? So, that's for San Isidro Secondary Schools. Now, let's come to New Corilla. For New Corilla National High School, New Corilla District Secondary Schools, you have New Corilla National High School, Limbaan National High School, Misaoy National High School, then Macgom Integrated School. Okay, for Santo Tomas S District, yung hindi natawag sa district, paki-message doon sa YouTube para mabasa natin mamaya, okay? Then for Santo Tomas S District, we have Kinamayan Integrated School, Salvacion National High School, La Libertad National High School, and Kimamon National High School. Okay? Then for Santo Tomas West District, we have Santo Tomas National High School, Balagunan National High School, Marsman National High School, Tulalian National High School, and Magwawa Integrated School. Okay. So mga greetings nyo sa YouTube. Okay, thank you so much. Then for Talaingot, we have Santo Niño National High School, Dato Osili Bayaw National High School, Natulina National High School, Butay Integrated School, Daguhoy National High School, Nasiko Integrated School, Misulong Integrated School. Okay? So, I think there are some integrated schools na hindi ko natawag, pero actually are already recognized and based on the pre-reads and of course your attendance. Okay? So, thank you so much. So, by this time, we already have 719 and we are still, kulang pa rin yan, of our expected participants for today. So, I will take this opportunity for our school heads and our district supervisors to ensure that our participants are already in this platform, sa YouTube. So baka may problema doon sa nila, doon sa connection. Now I would like to inform, I would like to take this opportunity again to inform that the attendance, is very important. That is why we have this AM and PM attendance. So as what Carl has been mentioned just a while ago, that we are going to really implement strictly on the attendance because there are some observations that our participants will just open the YouTube channel, then after all they are gone. So I think we will not I hope that wala yan sa Davao del Norte, because we would like to really our participants to give focus on this as mentioned by our undersecretary and our CLMD chief. This is a very important webinar for our teachers in preparation of our incoming opening of classes. Now, before we have our mass training of teachers, so our department spends so much for that training. So this time, so our DepEd, our department will not spend so much, but our teachers will spend for the internet connectivity. However, if you have read the memorandum, as approved by our superintendent, that our participants will be given internet expenses for 100 pesos per day. So in other words, there is no reason that you cannot join, because of you don't have internet expenses, you do not have money for the internet connection. Okay. Now, teachers, this is already our new normal, and it is very necessary for us teachers to be able to connect to the internet. So let's invest on the internet connectivity in our home and in our school. Okay? So I will also monitor the attendance from time to time. We will not give the attendance the certificate of attendance unless you comply all the days of that day, the attendance, of the days of the attendance sheets. So every morning after before we close the session, we have our link, So iba-iba yung link natin, and that link will expire, I think, mga 30 minutes or less than that, so that we really ensure that all of you, during the announcement of the attendance, you are there in this platform, no? So yun, no? So yun ang gusto natin na mangyari. So hopefully our school heads now monitor the attendance of our teachers. So you can see them in the makikita natin yan, no? Tingnan natin doon sa YouTube natin, makikita natin yun kung sino yung wala. Okay? So with this, again, marami tayong, we will also recognize, as what Carl said, that later, kung sino yung top-notcher sa pre-test natin sa post-test, so we will also give them a reward, no, pang internet expenses din. Okay? So again, thank you so much, and our teachers, just relax. Then kailangan meron kayong papel at ballpen dyan, no? Nakaupo kayo sa lamisa ninyo. Kailangan komportable yung upuan ninyo para marinig nyo yung mga sessions natin ngayon, no? Our session will start this afternoon. So for the whole day today, it's more on orientation. Okay? So with this, thank you and good morning again. God bless everyone.
Thank you so much, Sir Chief Doc Edward Amugis, the CID Chief of DepEd Davao del Norte. Daghang salamat, sir, for making sure that everyone in our 5-day training is duly acknowledged. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
At ngayon naman po, before I move on rather to the next part of our program, kanina po, while Sir Chief was giving us his message, ay finlash po namin ulit ang attendance link. So, reminding everyone to please be alert of our attendance link. Our attendance link will be available anytime this morning. So try lang po and try. And I will also announce later if our attendance link will already be open. At this part of our program po, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to watch an audio-visual presentation that shows how a public elementary school in Navotas is embracing the new normal system of basic education. Through this video, may we be able to widen our horizon about the new modalities of learning and learn what are our roles as teachers in a new normal classroom. So now we are ready to play the presentation.
Araw-araw ay ganito ang nakasanayang gawin ng batang si Dylan. Siya ay maliligo. Isusuot ang kanyang uniforme, kakain ng almusal, ihahanda ang kanyang mga gamit sa pagpasok sa paaralan. Sa bawat akbang ay baon niya ang mga karanasan at mga kaalaman na kanyang natutunan sa paaralan. Isa lamang si Dylan sa mahigit 4,000 mag-aaral mula kinder hanggang grade 6 sa Dagat-Dagatan Elementary School, lungsod ng Navotas. Ngunit ang paaralan na dati puno ng mga mag-aaral, ngayon ay wala ng laman. Sa bawat pasilyo at bawat silid-aralan ay nababalot ng katahimikan. Dahil sa pandemya na dulot ng COVID-19 ay maraming sistema ang nagbago. Ipinahayag ng Department of Education ang patuloy na pagbubukas ng klase ngayong darating na pasukan.
Officially, August 24. Tapos matapos naman ang school year by April 30.
Dahil dito, nagkaroon ng mga masusing pagpaplano, konsultasyon at mga pagsasanay ang bawat rehiyon at sangay ng Department of Education upang ipagpatuloy ang edukasyon sa angkop na pamamaraan tulad ng distance learning through modified modular learning delivery. At ngayong darating na pasukan, inaasahan na ang mga mag-aaral ay hindi napapasok sa paaralan at ipagpapatuloy ang kanilang pag-aaral sa loob ng tahanan. Ngunit paano makapag-aral ang mga tulad ni Karen na walang maayos na tahanan at naninirahan lamang sa gilid na lansangan?
Ako po si Heidi. Ako po si Nanay Heidi. Hirap po kami sa buhay. Yan na po yung hanap buhay po namin sa pangangalakal. Maliit lang ang kinikita namin. At paano po pagka may online, paano namin pagtutustusan yan? Kahit dito lang po sa bahay lang po. Basta mayroon pong matutunan mga bata.
Ito ang hiling ni Nanay Heidi para sa kanyang anak at ating bibigyan ng katugunan gamit ang isang kahon at mga angkop na pamamaraan.
Ito ay ituturo sa bahay, nagagabayan ng magulang. Kasi po, tayo po sa Nabotas ay gagamit ng iisa lang na platform. Ito po yung modular. So maswerte po kami sapagkat itong lahat ng ito ay provided at walang mag-aaral na hindi matutugunan ang quality ng education sa kanilang tahanan.
Budget,
Pangapo.
panapa, project na po.
O yung learning style at ito po ay ayon sa pag-aaral.
Dito po sa Modified Modular Distance Learning, ang mga guro po ay siyempre naghahanda ng mga kadamitang gagamitin, katulad po ng mga tools o learning plans, worksheets, answer sheets, guide ng mga magulang kung paano po nila gagamitin ang module sa kanilang mga tahanan. At siyempre po mayroon din kaming ginawang reflection para po malaman namin kung ano ba ang na-experience ng mga magulang sa kanilang pag-assist sa kanilang mga anak, sa kanilang mga tahanan.
Pero siya hindi naiintindihan at nag-text siya sa akin kasi alam ko naman po yung number niya.
So, alam din po natin kung paano natin pinipick up, kinuha ang ating mga labo and above. Tama po.
Pabor po ako sa ganitong paraan ng pag-aaral ng aking anak. Sa pamamagitan po ng module, na ipagpapatuloy pa rin po ng aking anak ang kanyang pag-aaral. At pagdating po sa module, pag hindi po ako makapunta ng school, hinahatid po ng barangay ang module sa bahay. Madali pong sagutan ng module. Hindi po ako ang nagtuturo sa anak ko. Ang ginagawa ko lang po ay inaayos ko po yung pwesto niya sa kanyang pag-aaral para maging komportable po siya. At kung may katanungan po siya tungkol sa module, kinukontak ko po yung teacher niya through messenger po or text para siya na po ang magpaliwanag sa kanya.
Gamit po ang module, nakapag-aral naman po ako kahit po sa bahay. Pag meron po naman akong tanong, nandiyan naman po si tita. Pero pag hindi din po alam ni tita, meron naman po kaming Facebook sa teacher.
Ako si Karen Sabrano. Ako po ay 9 taong gulang po. Ako po ay nag-aaral sa Dagat-Dagatan Elementary School. Ano po, sinusubok-subukan ko po, inuulit ko po yung git ko na po. Tapos nag-ano po ako kay mama. Tapos pag hindi ko ni mama kaya, gagawin ko po, sinusubukan ko po siyang mag-gets ko para matuto po ako. Bago pumasok sa paaralan. Upang mapigaya ang aking buhok, ay madalas ko itong sinusubayan.
Tapos yun nga, the rest of the learning area, para meron tayong capture the documentation ng bawat subject, kailangan at least may
Sino lang nakasagot sa inyo ng subukin?
Pag natapos nyo yan, ilalagay ang inyong mga activity sheet sa plastic envelope na kulay green. Tama?
Opo. Thumbs up. Understand. Yan. Say good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hanapin yung module nila.
Pati na yung hawak ng module. Nasaan ang module nyo? Sige, sundan nyo ako ha. Taas ang module. Yan. Itaas lahat. Taas ang module ng PLE. Yan.
Okay. Good afternoon mga bata. Nandito si Ma'am De Paz. Ma'am De Paz, kaway ka.
Ng lockdown po. Ito po, yung anak ko makapag-aral lang kahit sa bahay lang po. Meron po tumutulong. Salamat po sa may tumutulong sa kanya na may nagsasamay. Natutulungan po siya magbasa, magsulat, yun.
Po kay Mami Gina at tinuturuan po ako at sa mga teacher ko po at sa mga taong tumulong po sa akin at sa principal po. Salamat po.
Tunay na malayo pa ang daan na dapat nating tahakin. At walang perpektong sistema na kaya nating buuin. Sa ngayon, ang mahalaga ay ang kinabukasan ng mga bata na ating bubuuin ng may pag-iingat at sapat na pag-unawa. Sa ilalim ng distance learning system, ang batang si Dylan ay maagang naliligo. Nagbibihis mag-isa. Kumakain ng agahan. Inihahanda ang kanyang mga gamit mula sa Napo Box.
Po si Dylan, nag-aaral po sa Dagat-Dagatan Elementary School, grade 3 na po sa pasukan. Gusto ko po mag-aaral dahil pangarap ko maging police.
Katulad ni Dylan, lahat tayo ay nangangarap. Pangarap na abot tanaw sa di kalayuan. Minsan, kailangan nating baguhin ang ating mga nakasanayan at buksan ang isang kahon ng pagkakataon para sa patuloy na pagkatuto tungo sa edukalidad.
Halina kayo mga bata, galing tayo sa bahay. Pagkasa, edukalidad. Ayos!
Ayun. Sana po ay mas naging malinaw sa ating lahat kung ano po ba ang nangyayari sa isang new normal situation in the basic education through the video we have just watched. And ngayon po, before we proceed to the next part of our program, there is an important announcement because at this very moment po, ang ating attendance link for the morning session is now officially open. So pwede nyo na pong i-access ang ating attendance link at siguraduhin na na-record po ang inyong attendance. So moving on with our program, allow me to invite one of our division management team members to give us an orientation on the quality assurance, technical assistance, monitoring and evaluation, or the QATAME. So let us welcome on screen Mr. Arnel F. Labasan. Sir, good morning. Good morning, Sir Arnel.
Okay, good morning, sir. Thank you. Okay, to our schools division superintendent, Dr. D. Selva, and also to our assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Romil P. Handayan, and we have also coming from the regional office, the person of Dr. Janet Biloso. Ma'am, good morning and thank you for coming. And also we have the two chiefs of our division, key Chief Edward Amugis from CID, and also from the SGOD, Dr. Lita Andamon, and also the division TWG participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Okay, my part is to give to you the brief orientation on QATAME, the quality assurance, technical assistance, monitoring, and evaluation, on why we need evaluate the trainings, and also what are the content to be evaluated, and what are the link of the part 1, the daily evaluation, and also the part 2, the end program evaluation or survey. And also we have here the schedule or time for the evaluation. Okay, we have the rationale of the QATAME, the quality assurance, technical assistance, monitoring and evaluation, or QATAME, is implemented in accordance to the installation of the Department of Education Quality Management System or QMS, aligning to Administrative Order number 161, state that institutionalizing quality management system and governance. This was amended through Executive number 605, institutionalizing the structure, mechanism, and standard to implement quality management program. This issuance says direct all government agencies to implement and institutionalize national quality management system as a strategy to promote transparency and accountability in governance, to provide a framework for assessing quality system performance, establish public service quality standards, and recognize quality excellence among government organizations. Therefore, this training, which is entitled Division Training of Trainers for Learning Management System, is required to be conducted with QATAME to quality assured as to how well and effective the program being conducted through online evaluation. And now we have the content to be evaluated. On part 1, daily operations, so sessions and facilitators, then significant learning, then program management and operations. In part 2, end of the program survey, so program management based on the training matrix, objectives, content, learning materials, program management teams, then virtual training environment. So this is now the QATAME link for part 1 in our online daily evaluation. So we evaluate every after the last session in the afternoon. So the link of the part 1, https:/bit.ly/davnor DTOT LMS. So in part 2, so we have end of the program survey. So this is for on July 24, 2020 at 12 noon. So the link https colon double slash bit.ly/davnor DTOTLMS dash EOP. So this is the link of the QATAME, and also the in part 1 we have also it will be open in the last session, and it will be closed at 6 p.m. So I will encourage to you that we evaluated after the session end in the afternoon, and it will be open on the following day at 5 p.m. So this is a friendly user. So please answer or fill up the question given in the link. So please use the link to evaluate the training, and honest and accurate assessment is needed to provide the program management team a clear picture of how the training is conducted, and this is also the basis for the certificate of participation. Take note, this is the base. This is also the basis for the certificate of participation, and the list of the participants who evaluated will be forwarded to the PWD. And that's all, and thank you. And once again, good morning.
Thank you so much, Sir Arnel F. Labasan, for giving us an orientation on the QATAME. So paalala lamang po ulit sa ating mga participants, we will have a daily evaluation, and we will be presenting to you later on the link for our daily evaluation. And at the end of our 5 days training on the 24th of July, 12 noon po, ilalabas naman namin ang link for the end of program survey. Ayan. Again, Sir Arnel, daghang salamat, sir. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, yun po ang last part ng ating opening. And this time, I know that everyone is so excited to start our topic for the morning session. So to give us a presentation on the common topics from DepEd CO and the topic on embracing DepEd vision, mission, and core values, let me invite on screen the EPS on HRDD of DepEd Region 11. We have Dr. Danny M. Kanda.
And this is Dr. Danny Kanda of the Human Resource Development Division, your first speaker today. And our topic is entitled Embracing DepEd Vision, Mission, and Core Values. Our terminal objectives: at the end of the session, the participants should be able to internalize their roles aligned with understanding of DepEd vision, mission, and core values. Our enabling objectives: 1, to reflect the deeper meaning of DepEd vision, mission, and core values. 2, to convey their pledge of commitment in the realization of DepEd vision and mission, and in the upholding of DepEd core values. Now, let's start with our first activity. But since this is a webinar, we will not group into 4, because actually, I would like to inform you that this topic is being migrated from the topic given to the from the common topics given to the senior high school teachers during their training. I think that was 3 years ago. So I think we have to skip this slide and move on to the next. Now, these are the questions that are supposed to be asked during this activity. What dream is represented in your group? What is that? What is that your dream? What are you doing? But we are going to skip this since this is not a face-to-face training. Now, what takes it for dreams to be achieved? First, clarity of dream or vision. It means to say that it's not only a person dreaming, but even organization, they have also the dream. And the dream of the organization is called vision. For example, DeepEd has its own vision also. It means to say that our organization is being guided by its vision, that all strategies, all the activities that are done by a certain organization gears towards the realization of the vision of the organization. Second is clear strategy. As I said earlier, all strategies will gear towards the realization of the vision of the organization. So if the strategies are not clear, eventually, or it goes without saying that the vision of the organization will not be realized. So therefore, to realize the vision of the organization must have clear strategies on how to achieve its vision. Next is aligned activities. It means to say that all the activities are intertwined from one another, that all activities will will be hitting one direction, and that is the realization of the goal. And the last is clear understanding of the roles. This means that each of the persons in the organization should have defined well their roles, their job functions, so that there will be no overlapping of roles, there will be no miscommunication, because there is clear understanding of the roles of the people in the organization based on their job functions. The deep vision, what do you already know? Okay, since this is a face-to-face activity, we're going to skip this. Now, this slide is the vision of DeepEd. So let me read this for you. DeepEd vision. We dream of Filipinos who passionately love their country and whose values and competencies enable them to realize their full potential and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. Let's answer this. While reciting, what were you thinking of? Were you visualizing for the school heads or for the teachers, the learners? Where will we be 5 years from now? And what will your contribution be as an instructional leader or as a teacher towards the realization of the deep vision? So as a teacher, we should think about these 3 questions because this is important. These 4 questions will guide us and will help us contribute to the achievement of the goal of DepEd. Now let us take a closer look. We dream of Filipinos. Our vision is more than just the end of a plan. It is a dream, a wish, a prayer. What we fervently hope for and what we diligently work towards. By envisioning, we begin to fulfill our mandate and responsibilities stated in the Republic Act number 9155 and do our duty as Filipinos. I always wonder where we are now as far as achieving this goal of DepEd. And I am challenging also each one of you, its teacher now in this webinar. What are our contributions? Have we really pondered what are our roles and responsibilities in order that the dream of DepEd will be realized? Again, may I say again, where are we now as far as achieving our vision? Because this is now the meat of our vision. We dream of a child who passionately loves their country. The word passionately love their country is very ideal and very broad because loving a country takes many actions, considers many areas. Now, again, where are we now as far as developing a child who passionately love their country? Actually, we want to develop learners who are true citizens and patriots, have a strong desire to serve their country and work for its betterment. Actually, this is very ideal. Indeed, this statement is a dream. Who passionately love their country means, in what ways can our learners show nationalism? Sometimes I am sad when I attend flag ceremony because during the flag ceremony I can see that learners do not pay attention much during the ceremony. And that's a symbol of nationalism when you pay attention, full attention to the flag ceremony. My question again now, where are we as far as achieving our goal? How can you teachers or supervisors reinforce this? Teachers are the direct, are the persons in the front line of our educational system. So I could still remember the saying that on the shoulders of the teachers rests the responsibility of the proper molding of our youth. So remember this, it is always our responsibility to properly mold our youth. Could you still remember there was one even graffiti on the roof of a school building which says that, be proud you're a teacher, the future depends on you. And that statement is very, very ideal because it's really teachers who are agents of change, and we know that. Whose values and competencies, ibig sabihin, the teachers, it is not only the lone role of teacher to develop the academic aspect of the child, but much more is to develop the values and competencies of a child. As instructional leaders, we can do the following. Ensure that teachers inculcate the values deemed necessary and desirable and train students so that they will have the necessary competencies. Enable them to realize their full potential. What do you want to be when you grow up? Of course, I remember this question, that this question is always asked to a kindergarten, and I think this is the first question asked during the first day of a kindergarten learner. What do you want to be? Teachers also teach and values and morals in the hopes, and one day when they do find their talents and realize the greatness and they have within them, they are able to choose to use this for good. A teacher can always say he is successful if he is able to produce successful individuals, if he is able to produce professionals. But on the other side, it is always a failure of a teacher to see students who are living in misery years after the student left the portal of the school. We need to ensure that these are what is happening in the classroom. Because after all, we can be proud as a teacher when upon curriculum exit of students, they have with them the lifelong learning that they were able to share with them. They were able to have the competencies that they can use as they are going to go outside of the school. As young as they are, our students have already their ambition in life, and teachers need to nurture their ambition into the hearts of the student. I remember Lee Vygotsky, his zone of proximal development. The theory of the zone of proximal development, or the ZPD, says that on their way, the students, on their way of achieving their goals, there is someone who assists them, and that someone is the teacher. So that is always our role to guide our children in the classroom. So it is very discouraging and frustrating to see teacher quarreling their children in the classroom. Because remember, our children they are in their tender years, and teachers, we are there to guide them. As education leaders, let us help ensure that we have nurturing teachers in every classroom. So I hate to hear when a teacher said, "Your arrival is my departure." It is not good to say that wait until you become, because after all, we are a teacher, and a teacher takes many roles. A teacher can be a guidance counselor, a teacher can be an instructor, can be a teacher, can be a disciplinarian, and there are still many roles, other roles that teacher is taking inside the classroom. And I know the job is very, very laborious, but this is the profession that we chose. Now, teaching is not only a profession, but it is also a vocation and a mission. So what do you want to be when you grow up? Have you asked this question to your children? Why we need to ask this question to our children? So that we can assist them, so that we can guide them on what career path they are going to follow, so that they will be able to reach their dream, to realize their dream. How can you become useful to others and to your country? Have you asked this question to your students, to your learners? Did you ask them how can you help them in achieving their goals? Did you ask them how can you help them in order that they will become a good citizen of our country? This is something that we are going to meditate. To continue, it's and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. So each of our learners is expected to contribute meaningfully to building the nation. We know today that our society, our country, there are many divisions, there are many factions. And the role of our students being the leaders of the nation is to contribute meaningfully to rebuild our country, to recapture the lost glory of our nation. Because as a learner-centered institution, we want them to know how to improve themselves and realize their dreams, while keeping in mind the state of their country and the welfare of their people. In turn, Filipinos realize their potential, not for selfish gain, but to contribute to building a nation every Filipino deserves. As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education is the government agency that formulates, implements, and coordinates policies, plans, programs, and projects in areas of formal and informal basic education. In all our decisions and actions, we put the Filipino learner first, because the most important person in the educational system are not the teachers, not the principal, not the supervisors, not the superintendents, not the directors, not the USEC. The most important person in our educational system are the learners. Without learners, there are no classroom teachers. Pwede ba pagturo na walang bata sa classroom? Pwede ba mayroong principal na walang bata sa classroom? Sinong i-direct ng director kung walang bata sa classroom? So ganyan ka-importante. That is how important our learners in the classroom. And I would like to tell you the roles of every level of governance in our educational system. The role of the central office, DepEd, is to craft policies, craft memoranda, orders. And the role of the regional office is to monitor the implementation of these policies. And the role of the schools division office down to the school, they are the implementers of the policies. And if these roles are clearly well defined and clearly delivered, then we will be able to produce a child who is the realization of the dream of DepEd. In all our decisions and actions, we put the Filipino learner first. That is why all the programs of DepEd, lahat, when we say feeding program, gulayan sa paaralan, all of those are programs that are for our kids, for our learners, because they are the central character of our educational system. The Department of Education continuously improves itself. We keep improving. Do you know your CI, continuous improvement? That's one program of DepEd, because DepEd is continuously improving. Example, these are the programs. Keto 12. Sa Keto 12, kaya mo. Abot Alam, ALS, Light Ed, Rationalization Program. So these programs and many other programs who are indirect are support programs for our learners. But those programs that are direct, they are programs like feeding program, child-friendly program. So there are programs that directly geared towards learner for their benefit and welfare. But Brigada Escuela and other similar programs are indirect programs or support programs, but still geared towards the development of our learners. So the Department of Education continuously improves itself. If we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we aren't really living. So I still remember one quotation. If you keep doing the same thing and you want to increase performance or you change, then that's insanity. Again, if you keep doing things, the same things, and you want to change, that's insanity actually. Because if you want to change, do not do the same thing that you did in the past, because there will be no change because you keep doing the same thing. We constantly seek to do better, both as an institution. The target is not perfection, of course. The target is not perfection because no one is perfect, but we always work towards perfection. The target is continuous improvement. We should improve continually because there is change. And change happens every time because the world is dynamic. It keeps changing. And I remember the quotation, anything that is not capable of changing is not genuine. Remember, anything that is not capable of changing is not genuine, because genuine things keep changing. You still remember, example, the cell phone. The first type of cell phone, there was no camera. It was only a two-liner, three-liner cell phone. But look at today. The cell phone is the most useful gadget a person has. Nandun ang camera, nandun ang email. So touchscreen, smart cell phone today is no longer a want. It is a need, especially for teachers. To better serve its stakeholders, teachers, parents, local governments, external partners, etc. We have to join hands together to serve its stakeholders because teaching is not the sole responsibility of a teacher alone. Because learning does not happen in the classroom alone. It happens even outside. Formal learning occurs. And as I said, learning does not happen in school because it takes a village to educate a child. The real challenge, conscious awareness of vision. Ibig sabihin, each of us is able to understand, is able to internalize the vision. Deep understanding and belief in the possibility. Teachers are active agents of action and change towards this vision. So I'm so happy that teachers are able to let their learners memorize the vision, and it is being recited during flag ceremony every day. But my next question is, do your learners understand and internalize the vision that they memorize and recite every day during flag ceremony? Remember, teachers, your role. Teachers are active agents of action and change towards this vision. This is a very challenging role of a teacher. How can an instructional supervisor or a teacher be an active agents of action and change towards this vision, and how can we contribute to that? Of course, as I said, in order to realize the vision, we have the mission, and our mission is being um, made up of strategies that will help us achieve or realize our vision. So we will recite the DepEd mission from the heart. So DepEd mission, to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education, where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. Administrators and staff, as stewards of the institution, ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. Family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibility for developing lifelong learning. Look at this. Number one example. Isn't it that DepEd is crafting different programs, the child-friendly program, gender-sensitive, safe and motivating environment. These are programs that serve as strategy so that we will be able to achieve our goal. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. We have scholarship for teachers, onboarding trainings for teachers, in-service trainings for teachers, LAC session. In fact, in the SIP, there is one component there, the staff development, professional development, because we believe that if all our teachers are well developed professionally, then this what they learned, what they derive from this professional development will eventually be cascaded to our learners. And that's one strategy in order to realize our vision. The administrators and staff, as stewards of the institution, ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. The principal keeps crafting, developing school-based programs in order to realize the vision of DepEd. The school is able to establish a rainbow connection with community and other stakeholders because the school alone cannot provide the needs of the learners. So therefore, there's a need for a school to have a very strong partnership with stakeholders. To protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education. So quality, you stay there, not from sunrise to sunset, of course you have to rest, but from 8 to 12. As a teacher, you should arrive in school before 8 because your students might be earlier than you. Then from 1 to 4, but I know teachers even extend their time. They take extra miles in making devices, writing down lesson plans for the next day. I know you are that very diligent as teacher. Equitable, ibig sabihin you are able to distribute the resources equitably. Culture-based, you respect the child, you respect the religion, you respect the practices, the languages of children, because it is what we call culture-based education and complete basic education, and that is why we have K-12, kindergarten to senior high school. As stated in the 1987 Philippine Constitution, our mission states our duty as stewards of education to protect and promote the rights of all citizens. Students learn na child-friendly, so bawal na yung sisigaw-sigaw si teacher, kasi baka maka-verbal, mademanda ka pa ng verbal assault. Gender sensitive, alam nyo na yan because there were series of trainings of gender awareness and development conducted, not only the school but even the LGU. where teachers are the participants. And motivating environment, ibig sabihin, we have very well restructured classroom, very well manicured school ground, very well maintained sanitation of the school. That is why you're writing in your classroom, welcome to our class home. Do we ensure that our teachers provide our learners a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment? This statement is a challenge for us to refresh us with all the programs of DepEd that are cascaded into the school in order that the vision of DepEd will be realized through these programs, which will be facilitated by teachers. Kaya nga, ang hirap maging teacher. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. So if you have 50 pupils or learners in your classroom, you have to adjust 50 times because you have 50 unique individuals in the classroom. And that is a package of being a teacher. Do we make sure our teachers ensure the development? Administrators and staff as stewards of our institution ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. So as I said, si principal, ang dami niyang ginawang mga programs, mga school-based programs, mga contextualized policies, mga localized policies in order to support programs from central office. And all these programs are all for our learners in the classroom. The question now is, do our policies, systems, processes, and behaviors ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen? This is something that you are going to reflect on. Family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibility for developing lifelong learners. May tinatawag tayo na shared responsibility. So therefore, our stakeholders, our parents, are our partners in educating our children. Now let's move to the core values of DepEd. Makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. We recite them in our panunumpa sa watawat every day. Makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan, makabansa. But before going any further, I would like you to reflect, are we able to imbue, or are these values already imbued to our learners? Makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. Now, it is always the role of a teacher that these values will be developed in our learners. For makadiyos, these are the expectations in the behavior. The students will be able to express their spiritual beliefs while respecting the spiritual beliefs of others. Indicators of this: engages oneself in worthwhile spiritual activities, respect sacred place, respects religious beliefs of others, demonstrates curiosity and willingness to learn about other ways to express spiritual life. Next, we have shows adherence to ethical principles, the upholding truth. And the indicators for this are: tells the truth, returns borrowed things in good condition, demonstrates intellectual honesty, expects to honesty from others, aspires to be fair and kind to all, and the rest. So, as teacher, my question now, are these evident in our learners in the classroom? Another is expresses one's spiritual beliefs while respecting. Next, ito makatao. The behavioral statements is sensitive to individual, social, and cultural differences, and the indicators are: shows respect for all, waits for one's turn, takes good care of borrowed things, views mistakes as learning opportunities, upholds respect and the dignity and equality of all, including those with special needs, volunteers to assist others in times of need, recognizes and respects people from different economic, social, and cultural backgrounds. Then the next behavioral statement is demonstrates contributions towards solidarity. Indicators are cooperates during activities, recognizes and accepts the contribution of others towards a goal, considers diverse views, communicates respectfully, adapts defeat and celebrates others, and so on. So that these are the things that are considered indicators, manifestations that our learners are able to internalize within themselves the core value of being makatao. The next is makakalikasan. Behavioral statement is cares for the environment and utilizes resources wisely, judiciously, and economically. So indicators shows a caring attitude towards the environment, practices waste management, conserves energy and resources, takes care of school materials, facilities, and equipment, keeps work area in order during and after work. Are these already evident in our learners? It's a question that only you can answer because you have the close contact of our learners. Makabansa demonstrates pride in being a Filipino, exercises the rights and responsibilities of a Filipino citizen. Indicators are identifies oneself as Filipino, respects the flag and the national anthem, takes pride in diverse Filipino cultural expressions, practices, and traditions, promotes appreciation and enhancement of Filipino languages, abides by the rules of the school, community, and country, enables others to develop interest and pride in being a Filipino, demonstrates appropriate behavior in carrying out activities in school. Indicators manages time and personal resources efficiently and effectively, perseveres to achieve goals despite difficult circumstances, and so on. So again, teachers, we wish the DepEd would be very, very happy if all these indicators are evident in our learners. So this can be an assignment. So you are going to fill the blank. You can take a picture on this particular slide. So fill in the blanks to complete the following sentences. This is a sort of reflection for you. So I promote the value of being makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan, makabansa by way of. So actually, this is a reflection because being a teacher for how many years? For 3 years, for 2 years, I guess you have already something in your mind. You can already recall what are those things that you have done in order to contribute to the achievement of the vision of DepEd. So DepEd mandate. The Department of Education formulates, implements, and coordinates policies, plans, programs, and projects in the areas of formal and informal basic education. It supervises all elementary and secondary education institutions, including alternative learning systems, both public and private, and provides for the establishment and maintenance of a complete, adequate, and integrated system of basic education relevant to the goals of national development. The Department of Education formulates, implements, and coordinates policies, plans, and programs and projects. This is not the highlighted part of the previous slide. Then the policy and trust and strategic directions to address the wide gaps in performance while navigating within existing constraints and in keeping with our constitutional and international commitments of providing quality basic education to all Filipinos. DepEd shall continue pursuing these policy thrust and directions. Targeted outcomes. Every Filipino has access to complete basic education. This DepEd is given all the modalities of learning to bring all children in school, to bring back the children in school. We have the regular school, as yung mga misosa noon, yung modules, and all this modality of teaching is being developed and delivered by DepEd in order that education will be given to all. Provide necessary basic education inputs, policy, and tools across key stages. We have all the policies. The central office is crafting the policies. They're implemented by schools, and the schools even contextualize policies to fit into the setting of the school. Every Filipino has access to complete basic education. That's education for all. Provide affirmative action to learners with special needs and or learners in special circumstances. Every Filipino under that, we have engaged the private sector in broadening opportunities for basic education with the partnership. Ito yung partnership that a school should to build partnership with other institutions, private institutions within the locality as their partner in educating our children. We have utilized technology in expanding reach of basic education services. We have the ICT in school. DepEd is now giving technologies in order for teachers to use as they are going to deliver instruction in the classroom. Outcome 2, we have every Filipino graduate of complete basic education is prepared for further education and world of work. So under this, we have ensured that a learner-centered curriculum is implemented. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng ginawa ng teacher ay sa bata. It means to say that the teacher should not move to the next competency, to the next objective, if that competency is not mastered by the student. Kaya nga, we have the spiral progression approach. Ibig sabihin, mabalik-balik ang teacher ng pagturo spirally until such time that the student is able to master the competency. You provide relevant instructional materials and equipment. You keep crafting your devices. That is why you're given time. That 2 hours after your actual classroom contact, you're given 2 hours for the development of instructional materials. And we have the IMDC, the LRMDS, that can help you as you want to provide instructional materials for your learners, my dear teachers. We have improved quality of instruction and professional development of teachers. We have scholarship. We have professional development in terms of in-service training and laxation in schools. For outcome, we have the delivery of basic education services to learners is effective, efficient, and collaborative. Under this, we have improved internal systems and processes. We have SBM, the school-based management, that will support this outcome, this expected outcome. We have strengthened education, leadership, and management and build people's capacities. We have training of school heads, training of supervisors, supervisory training for supervisors, management trainings for school heads. We expand the network and participation of stakeholders. We have policies. We are now allowing other entities, other organizations to have partnership with our schools. Okay, we are going to skip this, as this is an activity that could be done only into a face-to-face training. So the second to the last slide, this is according to Vincent van Gogh. It is good to live many things, but it is good to love many things, for therein lies the true strength. And whosoever loves much, performs much, and can accomplish much, and what is done in love is well done. That's according to Vincent van Gogh. Again, may I say, it is good to love many things, for therein lies the true strength, and whosoever loves much, performs much, and can accomplish much. And what
So that was Dr. Danilo M. Kanda, the HRDDFs of DepEd Region 11. So sana po ay may mga nakuha tayong mga impormasyon, mahalagang impormasyon on the common topics from DepEd CO and embracing DepEd's vision, mission, and core values. And before we proceed to the next part of our program, I would like to inform everyone that you can post your questions to our comment section in this YouTube Live. So kung meron po kayong mga katanungan or any clarifications that you would like to be answered, so you can post them po in our comment section. Sige. Later on in our open forum, we will be presenting your questions and we have some of our DepEd officials to accommodate your concerns. This time, we are going to witness another audio-visual presentation that showcases how Pinamuno San Isidro District of DepEd Davao del Norte has rolled out their ALS Trumpa Aralan, a radio-based instruction. To learn more about it, let us all watch this video.
Alternative Learning System, Trumpa, Aralan, Radio-Based Instruction at Pinamuno, San Isidro, Davao del Norte. The new structured style of education was launched last July 2, 2011. This ignites our out-of-school youth to enroll in ALS program because they consider this initiative as something new and unique mode of delivery.
Mayong buntag na natong tanan, mga kaigsunan ko o mga learners dinhi sa barangay Pinamuno. Aniya na usab ang Trumpa.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock in the morning, the ALS implementer air the lessons.
Nag-uluman, droga, salot sa lipunan. Paano ka naman saan?
The learners can listen the lesson while in the farm. Even when they are at home doing household chores and feeding their animals.
Lahat ng mga karapatan ng lalaki ay ganun din ang kanyang ang lugar na paghihiwalay. Ganun ba? Ano ka na sa pamilya? Napagtagal ko na rin pinag-iisip ko yung sinabi mo.
Doing laundry while learning.
Hindi ko alam ang nangyayari sa inyo. Ha? Mayong buntag mga kaisalaan ko o mga learners dinhi sa barangay Pinamuno. Aniya na usab ang alternative learning system sa Trumpa Aralan.
The whole community can benefit this program, especially nowadays that we are facing in the new normal.
Sa pagpaminaw sa Trumpa Aralan. Atong paminawon ang usa ka episode sa buntada. Ang titulo, Droga, Salot sa Lipunan. Ang layunin sa episode na ito upang malaman ang mga magkasamang epekto ng paggamit ng bawal na gamot sa isang tao at sa lipunan. At kung maaari sa tulong sa pagsuko nito. Pakinggan mabuti ang isang ina at sagutin ang mga tanong pagkatapos hindi marinig ang isang ito.
Episode 20.
Isang pandaigdigang problema ang lumalaganap sa paggamit ng bawal na gamot.
Napatunayan na hindi lamang mga kabataan ang gumagamit ito, kundi maging ang mga matigad na rin, mayaman ang mahirap na. Halos araw-araw ang nababasa natin sa mga dyaryo o naririnig sa radyo telebisyon ang mga balitang may kaugnayan sa paggamit ng bawal na gamot. Ito naglalarawan mga suliraning kampanilya o pandipunan tulad ng mga kabimay-bimay na sistema. Pero ano nga ba ang droga? Ang droga ay isang uri ng sustansyang kemikal na nakaka-apekto sa tao. Ang epekto nito ay maaaring sa pisikal, emosyonal o mental na makalaman ng tao. Nagiging mapanganib ang droga kapag ito'y pinaabuso o ginagamit ng labis doon sa itinakda ng doktor. Kapag nagkaganito,
Face-to-face learning with social distancing, proper hand washing, and wearing face mask in every Friday.
Parang naging tubig karon. Mula na itong distansya, kaminan na sa at sa tumpa. Bawal naman ang face-to-face. Sa kuha, mas mali, padayon din ito, nagdaghan yun na makakakuha sa mga tinulong sa karamdaman ang edukasyon, madako kayong hatag ka kumawag sa katawhan. Makakakuntag kung sa'yo mayo, kung sa'yo dili mayo. Kalagina, ingon bitaw nga may trabaho pero wala seminar. Kinahanglan nga kagi tayo eskwela para una tayo sukaranan sa mga mas maragagatin sa pagkapinamuno 100% musuporta sa arts sa mga barangay.
Yun po, that was Pinamuno San Isidro District, Davao del Norte's Alternative Learning Systems, Paaralan, a radio-based instruction. Palakpakan naman po natin ang lahat ng ating mga kasamahang guro in Pinamuno San Isidro District for doing a job well done in their Paaralan. And time check lamang po tayo. It is already 11:01 in the morning. Ang ibig pong sabihin ay close na ang ating pre-test link. So, I hope all of our teacher participants were able to accomplish the pre-test before the deadline because we will be announcing later po the scores or the data that we have collected from the pre-test. So, yun. Again, atin pong palakpakan ang mga kasamahan natin na Division Davao del Norte for doing such a wonderful job in making sure that education does not stop even in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic. And later on po in our program, makakasama po natin ng live ang pinakamamahal nating Schools Division Superintendent. And while we wait for her, I would like to request all of our teacher participants na kung meron man po kayong mga katanungan or any clarifications, our comment section po is very open to cater to your queries. So i-post nyo lamang po doon sa baba, sa ating comment section ng inyong mga katanungan, and we will accommodate these concerns later in our open forum. Huwag po kayong mahiyang magtanong. It is better for us to learn more about our topics on the first day of our training by raising questions and queries. Okay, again po, close na ang ating pre-test link because it is already 9:03 a.m. And again, siguraduhin niyo po na na-record na ang inyong attendance. Kumusta po kayong lahat dyan? It is still the first day of our 5-day training. At sana po ay puno pa rin ng energy ang lahat even at the end of our 5-day training. So we will learn more about the LMS, our most essential learning competencies, and many more. So this time, ready na po upang samahan tayo on screen. The most dynamic SDS of DepEd Region 11, our very own Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. D. Silva. Ma'am D, good morning po.
Good morning, everyone. To our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romer Handayan. To our CID Chief, Dr. Edward Amugis. To the Education Program Supervisors, Public Schools District Supervisors, School Heads, Selected Teachers, to all participants, good morning. We are here again for another input to equip us so that we will be ready to face the new normal comes August 24, 2020. We all know that our normal situation has been disrupted, especially our schools. Now that we cannot see our students face to face, but can teach them through our modules. And through this training on LDM, we will be guided in what to do on August 24 and onwards. As I have always said to the participants of any webinar, huwag tayong magmamadali. Relax lang, chillax. Let us enjoy kung ano man ang ibibigay sa atin every now and then. Huwag tayong magpanic because the most important thing is our safety. And of course, the safety of our companions. So, I hope ready na lahat ang ating mga schools para sa bagong normal ngayong opening of classes in August. I hope all teachers are now equipped on what to do, assessments, mga pagtuturo sa pamamagitan ng ating modular scheme kasi kahit blended ang pinili, face-to-face with modular, hindi siya posible dahil hindi pa tayo pinapayagan ng ating mahal na Pangulo na makipagkita sa ating mga kasamahang guro at sa ating mga mag-aaral. So ang lahat ay aking inanyayahang makinig mabuti sa lahat ng mga ituturo sa atin, no? Because as I have observed, I have gone to many areas. I've noticed na para lang yung iba parang taken for granted ang mga webinars. Sa totoo lang, maraming efforts, maraming time, maraming funds spent for these webinars. So I'm requesting the school heads to really monitor our teachers if they are really taking advantage of these webinars, no? Dahil para sa atin ito. Pero wag naman masyadong wag masyadong serious na pababayaan na ninyo ang inyong pamilya, pababayaan na ninyo ang inyong asawa, inyong mga anak, dahil webinar lang kayo ng webinar. No? So, you must learn how to manage your time. Bago magsimula ang webinar, kung ikaw lang isa sa bahay at marami kang pinapakain, magluto ka na hanggang sa gabi. Para hindi ka aalis sa harap ng iyong laptop. And sinasabi ko rin sa mga organizers na kailangan wag naman yung 8 to 12. 8 to 12 ba tayo ngayon? 1 to 5. Wag naman ganun kasi nahihirapan nga tayo noon sa face-to-face na training, lalo na ngayon na kasama lang natin ang ating laptop. No? So, para sa lahat, mag-enjoy. take the most of it, enjoy the most of it, huwag magpanik. Ang importante again, is our safety. So para sa lahat, lalo na sa ating mga organizers, sa ating mga TWG members, thank you very much for sacrificing. Thank you very much for all your efforts. Alam kong magiging matagumpay talaga ang ating gagawing one-week webinar. No? Dahil andito ang mga tawag doon, experts, mga versatile na mga leaders, mga discussants from the central office down the line. So para sa lahat, I am very happy that you have spent time, effort, and even money for the internet connectivity at sa lahat ng inyong mga sakripisyo para sa DepEd. We heal as one, we work as one. Always remember, your safety and health are the most important in our lives sa panahon ngayon ng new normal. Good morning once again.
Thank you very much, Dr. D. De Silva, our Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Davao del Norte. Later on po, makakasama natin ulit si Dr. D, and she will be joined by our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romel Handayan, and our CID Chief, Dr. Edward Amugis, for our open forum. So we will invite them shortly and on our screen. And while waiting for them, again po, pwede nyo na pong i-post ang inyong mga katanungan sa ating comment section, and our technical working group will be scanning through the comment section upang ma-present ang inyong mga katanungan. And as of the moment, we have more than 700 viewers in our YouTube live. So keep the viewers coming po because we are expecting more participants. Again, please type in your questions to our comment section and we will present your questions po on screen because we will have our ASDS, our SDS, and our CID chief live to answer your questions. So meron na po ba tayong mga katanungan? And just in the event po na wala tayong mahanap na question, we will still invite our SDS, ASDS, and CID chief on screen for sharing of insight na lamang po sa ating morning session na topic, which is the common topics from DepEd-CO and embracing the vision, mission, and core values of the Department of Education. Alright. Sana po ay nakapagtala na kayo ng inyong mga attendance for the morning session. And again, I hope everyone was able to accomplish po the pre-test that we have posted earlier. It is still 11 in the morning, so we still have time to cater to your questions. On screen right now, we have Dr. Amugis. We also have the CLMD Chief of the Region 11, Dr. Janet Veloso. Hi, ma'am. Good morning po. And
oh, good morning.
Good morning
Yes.
po. So right now, we are still scanning through the comment section po for questions na maaaring naitala ng ating mga kaguruan sa Davao del Norte. And it seems like maligaya po silang lahat sa ating first day of training, and they are overwhelmed by the paaralan, the new normal situation in the audiovisual presentation we have presented earlier, and of course, with Dr. Danny Kanda's presentation on the common topics from DepEd-CO. Ayan. We are still scanning through po our comment section. And as you can see, mas maraming greetings. Good morning. Ayan. Alright. Sige, while waiting for some questions, I would like to talk to Dr. Jan and Sir Edward Amugis. While we wait for our questions, can we ask for some insights na lamang po on that you would like to share to our teacher participants on the topic that we had for our morning session? So can we start with Sir Chief Edward Amugis, sir?
Okay, thank you, Carl. No, so the topic that was delivered by Dr. Kanda, it's all about vision, mission, and core values of DepEd. No, so that is why we really encourage our teachers to really memorize that. No, so in the presentation, so it was word for word. It was it has no, it has been discussed, no? I Dream of Filipino. So, yun, no? So, maganda yung presentation ni Dr. Kanda kanina kasi naintindihan na talaga ng ating mga teachers yung vision mission natin sa DepEd. And in fact, our MELCs now, no, yung sa most essential learning competencies natin, so nagbe-base talaga tayo sa vision mission, di ba, Ma'am Jan, no? Chef Jan, di ba? So yun, no?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's very important for our teachers to really memorize that, no? Ako, when we have our meeting, so I really call a school head to recite, no? Kasi baka marami pa ngayong mga teachers natin na hindi pa naka-memorize, no? So it's a challenge, no? So dapat memorize na yan. So yung those who are watching now, siguro kung hindi mo memorize, so guilty ka talaga, no? Pero pag memorize mo na yan, then okay na, no? So, yan lang siguro, Carl. So I'll give that to Ma'am Janet, our CLMD chief.
All right. So it's
Okay.
now.
Yes.
Let's hear what
Okay.
Dr. Janet can say.
Yes. Actually, before I'd like to say my piece. I'd like to congratulate Davao del Norte because the advocacy material that you have shown, the video, I've watched a while back, and though it's captured from some other divisions or some other institutions, but the message there is clear that we can possibly open the school year smoothly with the help of our teachers. Sometimes our commitment would really matter in making all these possibilities that we prepared for our learners. Now, the different modalities that you will be knowing or you will be encountering for this week are all the things that you may and that we are going to provide for our learners depending on the context and severity of the COVID situation in our places. And that we are giving the message that we or DepEd is ready for the school year. So wag tayong mabahala na medyo may kakulangan pa. Ang sa atin is that if tulong-tulong tayo, kumbaga bayanihan kung ano ang ating maiambag at maibigay. So if there are things that you are parang you will find difficulty, don't hesitate to really contact, coordinate with your principal, and also the principals will also communicate the same to our division officials. And because we have somewhat protocols to ensure that all these things that you will be encountering will be addressed. So do not think that you are alone in this quest. All of us are in one, kumbaga, one orchestra to really address to what are those that we need to in order that we can provide same quality, accessibility of education to our learners. Yan po.
Okay, thank you very much, Doc Jan, for reassuring all our teachers in DepEd Davao del Norte na tulong-tulong po tayo in our efforts to deliver basic education in a new normal situation. So, Sir Chief and Ma'am Jan, meron na po tayong question and allow me to read po the question. Okay, allow me to read po the question. So this question is coming from Ma'am Daisy May Orculio. She asked po, since effective po ang trumpa paaralan, are we also going to apply it po especially sa rural areas? Then how po or paano po ba?
Okay. Now, ako muna, Ma'am Janet, no? Pero Ma'am Janet can also give a concrete answer to that. Now, through paaralan, actually, it was implemented by our ALS learners in San Isidro, no? Kasi ang pinamuno kasi, mountainous area yan. And there are also some of our students there are working. So that is why, doon na talaga sila sa alternative learning system. And the innovation made by our alternative learning system is through paaralan. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going to really implement that in our school, no? So depende lang sa school na kailangan talaga ng through paaralan. Now, we already have our modalities, may ano na tayo, may mga survey. So I think we have to follow that survey kung ano yung modalities na i-apply natin sa ating school. Thank you. I think Ma'am,
Can I answer?
Yes po.
Ang ating through paaralan is the last resort. Kasi we opted for modular, di ba? And we have already our plans, how to deliver, how to retrieve, how to do with children, with parents who cannot assist the children in answering the modules. And we are also planning to, as an aid, we are planning to use the radio or the TV-based instruction. However, there are places in Davao del Norte who cannot be reached by radio, who cannot be reached by television. That's why we will use the through paaralan. In fact, last Friday, a personnel from Pipisan Elementary School already got the 2 trumpas donated by board member Nickel Suway Bagyo. Because when I guested in their TV tawag doon, sa TV station nila, parang nag-request ako na I informed them about the through paaralan. And because of that, meron na kaagad nag-text na mag-donate. And then board member Suway Bagyo gave his 2 trumpas. And this time, the board members are using their own vehicles, their own trumpas, in roaming around Davao del Norte to promote the enrollment because we are only 94%. So tumulong ang ating mga board members together with their vehicles and trumpas. We gave them USBs. Nag-record ako. So in answer to that, we will only use the trumpa in places where TV and radio will not be available. Okay? Did I answer it?
Yes po. And let us also hear what Dr. Janet Veloso can say about our question po.
Napakaganda ng tanong, no? Yung trumpa paaralan na isang napakaganda na option, no? Lalo lang na sa mga hinterlands o sa ating geographically parang isolated na mga places. So yung sinabi kanina ng ating chief ng CIT na si Chief Edward at ganun din po ang rejoinder ng ating SDS Ma'am D. Selva na ito ay tama talaga sa hindi po ma-reach ng television o anumang modality natin. Kumbaga, last option na siya. Pero kung sakasakaling dadagdagan nyo siya kahit nandun sa urban at ilalagay nyo talaga ang trompa, dahil ito ay magagamit lang ng tawag natin yung loudspeaker or parang yung parang pang-recorrida, yan. Kung yan po ay idadagdag nyo as parang to assist at saka supplemental para makadagdag sa isang komunidad kasi kadalasan ito, ilalagay ito ang trompa na marami pong learner na papalibot at sila po ay kahit na hindi sila kumbaga face-to-face magkikita habang nagtatrabaho sila sa bahay o nakikinig lang sila sa bahay, maparinggan nila ang lahat ng mga lessons through sa Trumpa. Pero ito po ay parang hindi po parang appropriate sa mga syudad, no? Pero doon sa mga baryo natin o sa mga karatig na mga baryo, pwedeng-pwede yun. So, anyway, yun pong suggestion or tanong na ito ba ay appropriate or pwede ba yun? Pwede naman kung kailanganin nyo talaga. O wala namang magiging yun. Kaya lang, meron po siyang kailanganin na equipment, no? Meron po kailangan na loudspeaker at saka yung dagdag po na parang taga control ng yung sounds. At saka yung araw-araw dapat meron talagang subaybay na kung ano yung papalabas o parang ipaparinig ng mga lessons, ito po ay kasama na sa plano sa lugar na yon. So, mabuti kung ang lugar na yon ay lahat ay let's say elementary or high school ba or senior high school. So, kung hindi po sila magkapareho, meron namang kindergarten, parang hindi po siya appropriate. Kaya napakaganda nun kung halos lahat ay sabay-sabay, pare-pareho po ang kanilang level. No? So, yan na pamamaraan ay napakaganda para sa Davao del Norte. Ito ay subok na, no? Kaya isa yan sa na-feature namin during sa RTOT. Kaya thank you very much sa Davao del Norte.
Thank you po, Doc Jan, for your answer. At sana po ay naging malinaw sa lahat ng ating mga teacher participants that Tumpa-Aralan is not required po na i-conduct sa lahat ng schools, but it really depends on the area. Ayan po, so thank you.
Carl, may additional
Yes,
ako,
sir.
Carl. Now, relative to that implementation, if ever that our division will really implement that one, depending on the area, no? So we already have the MELCs. It was already forwarded to us by our CLMD chief that if ever we have that room Tumpa-Aralan, so we have our learning competency. So the teachers will already know what particular competency that we're going to apply this pattern sa TV din, no? So yun, really na talaga ang ating department if in case the modality is Trumpa, RBI, or online learning. Thank you.
Thank you po,
Can
Doc Edward.
I add something?
Yes, Ma'am D.
Hindi pa natin ma-implement ang Tumpa-Aralan kung wala tayong amplifier. Kaya may additional equipment na kailangan. At saka, hindi natin siya ma-implement kung ang ating mga radio scripts o kaya ang ating mga learning episodes ay hindi pa available. So ano kayang masasabi ni Chief Janet tungkol dito sa availability ng mga radio at TV scripts?
Okay, maganda yung natanong, Ma'am D. Ang ating paghahanda sa TV scripts or radio scripts natin, ay ito po ay dadaan sa standards ng conversion. So, ibig sabihin, meron po tayong nakatalaga na mga experts para po sa conversion. At ito po sila ay dadaan sa training. So nasa pipeline na natin ang training po ng mga para sa magko-convert ng ating mga MILCs o self-learning modules sa radio or radio scripts. Pero itong pagko-convert na to dahil hindi po siya madalian, ibig sabihin ito po ay gagawin ng masinsinan po according sa standards na ibababa ng Bureau of Learning Resources. So sa ngayon, meron kaming nakaabang na training para sa atin pong selected na mga experts po na sila na po ay merong tawag na kakayahan na school paper advisors sa lahat ng mga division, sa mga sangay ng Region 11 at sila po ay isasalang natin sa training para sa conversion. So ang unang maririnig nyo ay ang quarter 1. Itong quarter 1 ay tulong-tulong mula sa lahat ng region sa buong Pilipinas. Ibig sabihin, ang Region 11 ay naka-assign tayo sa grade 3. So ang grade 3 natin, tayo ay naka-assign sa conversion ng grade 3 materials. So tayo po ay makikinabang sa radio scripts na gagawin din ng iba-ibang rehiyon. So ibig sabihin, ito ay bayanihan ng bawat rehiyon. So ang paghahanda nito ay ngayong Hulyo at sana bago po ang pasukan ay maihanda na ang quarter 1 dahil ang lahat ng halos lahat ng self-learning modules ay tapos na. Kinakailangan na lang na pagbaba niya ito ay atin pong magawa ng scripts dahil hindi po pwedeng gawin ng scripts na hindi po quality assured ang material na gagawin. So, pag na quality assured na po siya, ay pwede na po siyang i-convert into other digital mode or digital format at isa na dito ang radio scripts. So, sana ay matapos ng team natin bago ang pasukan para ito po ay magamit sa buong Rehiyon 11. At kung ang iba naman ng mga materialis ay hindi pa handa, susubukan natin na ang lahat ng grade level ay maihanda base sa binigay na milks kasi hindi po lahat ng module ay i-convert into radio scripts. Meron pong piling-pili na mga self-learning modules, bawat grade level at bawat learning area na i-convert into radio scripts. Ito naman ay base sa rekomendasyon ng ating Bureau of Curriculum Development at Bureau of Learning Delivery. So sana ito ay magawa ng ating mga naka-assign na mga experts. Yan po, Ma'am D.
So ayun, thank you again, Doc Jan. And Ma'am D, we still have Ma'am D and Sir Edward Amugis. Can we go na po to our second question?
Sige, second question na tayo.
Second question is now posted on screen. This question is coming from Sir Eric Fernandez. Naka-base pa rin po ba sa school-based result ng survey ang modalities na gagawin sa isang particular school or uniform na po for the whole division?
Okay, I will answer that. I had just presented our LCP sa Sangguniang Pandalawigan early this morning. Sa base sa ating unang survey, nung Mayo, lumabas sa ating survey na ang karamihan sa ating mga bata at parents and teachers opted for blended. Ang blended na yon ay face-to-face plus modules. Kaya lang, as I have said, hindi pwede ang face-to-face kasi hindi pa na-allow ng ating presidente, kaya pupunta tayo sa modules. Pero merong pagbabago dahil sa ating enrollment form, kasama doon ang survey form na kung saan makikita din natin ang modality. So, school to school tayo. Pero based on our findings, kasi nauna may initial na pagtingin doon sa mga modalities na inilagay doon sa mga survey forms, kalimitan doon ay modular talaga. So we are preparing for modular. Merong isang school na kunti lang nagsabi na online sila. Merong isang school na may nagsabi na online sila. So it's up for the school to manage during their class organization kung ilan ang pupunta doon sa online, ilan ang pupunta doon sa modular. Kasi yung online hindi pwede sa malalayong lugar na walang internet. Kalimitan sa ating school sa Davao del Norte ay walang internet connectivity. That's why when I went to Gupitan area, I talked with the tribal elders. Papayag na sila na mag-module kasi they opted for face-to-face ang mga elders. So, depende yan sa result ng survey ng school. Pero as I have said, based on our initial findings, modular talaga ang lumabas na modality. Kaya we are preparing for the modular. That's why we conducted our 8-week curriculum for our non-readers, for MTB, Filipino and English, and for our frustration level readers. I hope I answered the question.
Thank you, Ma'am D. Can we hear other insights din po from Sir Chief and Ma'am Janet?
Okay, everything is said already by our SDS.
Okay. And Doc Jan?
Oo, tama yun na ito ay school to school. At dahil kung school to school, ito po ay siguradong address kung ano yung pangangailangan ng mga learners. Kasi kung ito po ay basihan natin na district level or division based, napakahirap. Ito ay dapat school to school.
Thank you so much, Dr. D, and to the rest of our team for the open forum. Now let us proceed to the next question po. And I think this would also be the last question for our open forum. This question is coming from Sir Francis or Ma'am Francis Dayan Lasia. Ang question po ay, when can we expect to receive the copies of the modules po? Thank you. Yun.
Ma'am Janet can answer that.
Ano na ba kabigat ng question? Okay. Sige, subukan natin na sagutin. Okay, ito ay mula talaga sa aming puso, no? Ang ating kagawaran ay tulong-tulong tayo sa paggawa ng self-learning module. Gusto kong ibigay ang background talaga. Mula't mula, ang sitwasyon kasi natin na parating parang kulang for DepEd is that we forget some mechanism to position already those that are to be done bago darating ang mga kalamidad, bago darating ang mga disaster. So isa na dito pag merong paha, merong shall we say earthquake, merong mga ang dami. So with this, ang intention talaga of coming up with the self-learning modules is for EDM program para po sa ating mga bata na madi-displace, para po sa ating mga bata na maging affected ng calamity. But dumating bigla-bigla si COVID. So, nung nandun na sa picture si COVID, ayan, nag-iba na ang galaw natin. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang po siya para sa EDM, kundi sa pangkalahatan in a bigger scale na talaga, kundi lahat ng mga learners natin para sa self-learning modules. Kaya yan po ang galaw na natin ngayon. So sa pangmalawakan buong Pilipinas, kailanganin natin ang self-learning modules. So sa kalagitnaan ng Marso, April at Mayo, binubuno po ng ating developers ang lahat ng self-learning modules mula sa quarter 1 hanggang sa quarter 4. Kaya ngayon, nabuo ang quarter 1 at ito ay ibababa sa mga bawat division. At may may letter na kami kay Ma'am Dean na ito ay ibababa na talaga, pero momentarily, for your eyes only muna siya. Kasi hindi pa po ibinaba ang guidelines para sa reproduction and utilization. Ibig sabihin, ang guidelines kasi na yon ay isang basihan natin na ang matatanggap ng bawat learner, ito po ay base sa standard. So hindi lang po yun na magre-reproduce tayo na baka yung isa, newsprint, ang isa naman, ang ginamit ay substance 20 or ano ba yon ng klase na papel. So lahat po ay dadaan din po sa quality assurance. So ibig sabihin, what leverage that one is the guideline. So yung guideline na yon, pag naibaba na, dyan na po magsa-start ang printing. So ngayon, sa printing natin, kung pag-uusapan kasi mabigat ito ay dadaan sa proseso ng procurement. So hindi ko na ibabanggit kung ano pa yung mga details doon. So ibig sabihin, ito din po ay dadaan sa bidding kasi malaki po na budget. At yung magiging resulta, ito na po ay para na sa printing ng mga modules. So most likely, dahil merong nakahanda na ng mga self-learning modules, ang hinihintay lang natin ang guidelines. At sana na ito ay maibaba this week at para makapagsimula na ng printing at para akma talaga at tumpak na darating siya bago ang August 24. Opo. Yan.
So, yun
Si Mapdi may idagdag. At kung sa budget naman, ito ay tulong-tulong naman. Mayroong assistance probably from your local government unit at ganun din po sa lahat ng mga municipality na meron pong ambag ang ating local government unit sa mga magiging kakulangan sa budget. Opo.
So, thank you, Doc Jan. So, bali po, hindi pa tayo makapagbibigay ng definite answer po, di ba, as to when talaga. But rest assured that our region will inform us once it is already available. So, yun. And may isa pa po tayong question. Kaya pa naman po ng oras natin. So, okay pa po ba to continue with our open forum?
May rejoinder pala ako, okay? May rejoinder ako sa atin pong mga guro, sinisikap talaga namin na kung halimbawa siguro kung sa tingin ninyo na medyo mayroon po siyang tatawag natin na malaking proseso or mahaba pa na proseso for the printing, yung learning management system natin na ibababa sa bawat school ay pipilitin talaga namin. We will ensure na lahat po ito ay merong nakaabang na or merong napapaloob na self-learning modules na ito ay e-copy at meron ding lesson exemplars para sa mga guro para hindi na rin po kayo kumbaga araw-araw mag-iisip kung ano yung ituturo ko nito. So lahat ito ay inihanda ng regional office para sa pagbaba nito ay magiging lighter din po ang life ninyo, mga guro.
Thank you, Doc Jan. Thank you po for making sure that the welfare of our teachers on field po ay kasama sa ating mga priorities. Ayun. And now, allow me po to read the next question. And this question came from Mr. Romel Babera. And the question po is, can we source out funds from the MOOE to suffice the needs in the new learning modality that is applicable in our community? How many percent po? Ayun. So can we invite back on screen our CID chief and our SDS as well with Doc Jan Veloso of CLMD Region 11 to answer the question.
Okay, Carl, actually may sa accounting natin, no, sa mga MOE ng ating mga schools, for the printing, we have 30% of the MOE na pwede lang gamitin doon sa printing. You can use the MOE kung kukulangin talaga yung funding na ibigay ng National Office sa atin. Thank you.
Ang kailangan kasi nito, Chief Edward, na dahil meron po tayong mga stakeholders sa school, so merong percentage na kukunin lang sa ating MOE at ito ay magagamit para po mapagaan yung pagbigay natin ng serbisyo na ginagamit ang different learning modalities. So ang ating mga stakeholders, kung hindi po sapat ang MOE, ito po ay pwedeng makatulong para sa sa operation na po ng ating pasukan gamit ang different modalities.
Ayun,
Okay,
so sige po, Ma'am D.
Okay. Sa total MOE natin, pwede natin gamitin ng 30%, hindi lamang sa printing, kundi sa lahat ng mga expenses na related siya sa pag-implement ng ating basic education learning continuity plan. So 30% of our MOE can be used to fund yung mga activities or mga expenses na may relation sa Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. Dahil masuspend ang mga graduation rites, recognition activities, yung iba pang mga activities na kailangan ng face-to-face ay suspended na siya. So nag-reprogram tayo ng ating mga activities, kaya the central office is allowing us to use the 30% for the implementation of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan.
Thank you, Ma'am D. So to Sir Romel Babera, sana po ay nasagot namin ng maayos sa inyong katanungan. So it is 30% of the MOOE. Ayun. And as much as we would like po to cater to your questions, sa lahat po ng mga questions na na-post sa ating comment sections, ngunit hindi po natin makakaya because we have to stick to our set schedule. So this is where we end our open forum po. Again, maraming salamat to our CLMD Chief of DepEd Region 11, Dr. Janet Veloso, our SDS of DepEd Davao del Norte, Dr. Didi Silva, and our CID Chief, Dr. Edward C. Amugis, for joining me in our open forum this morning. Daghang salamat po.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chief Jan.
Yes, welcome, Ma'am D. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Chief Edward.
Thank you din, ma'am.
Now, it is time for our lunch break. Alam ko po na ang iba sa inyo ay gutom na. So, this is where we end our morning session. See you at exactly 1 o'clock in the afternoon for our next session. And please do not forget to subscribe to DepEd Davnor CID's YouTube channel and click on the notification bell to be notified whenever we go live. The link to CID YouTube channel is now flashed in your screen. And by the way, the day 1 evaluation, naka-flash po ngayon ang link natin, pero gagamitin pa po natin yan mamaya at the end of our day 1. Again, the link to our Davnor CID's YouTube channel is now flashed on your screen. It is www.youtube.com/channel/UCZ-NPO2YBGQL PNCOUKSSQ. Pwede nyo rin pong i-search sa YouTube ang ating Davnor CID YouTube channel. Again, see you again at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And before we end the live session, we are going to watch another audiovisual presentation from Kapalong East District.
Ang music video na ito ay handog namin sa lahat ng COVID-19 frontliners, lalong-lalo na sa aming local government unit ng Kapalong, headed by our Honorable Mayor Tess Timbol. DepEd Kapalong East District believes that now is the most appropriate time for us to be proactive in creating small
So please enjoy your lunch. Again, see you later at exactly 1 p.m. po. Maligayang araw sa ating lahat, and thank you very much.